Well, here we are again. It's day one of the Ramberg/Lofoten photo trip. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning here, which is an hour ahead of the UK, so that's about 7 UK time. I'm all togged up in the appropriate warm stuff. We're just going to go and have breakfast, discuss what we're going to do for the day, and then we'll head on out. So this is Uttakliev, if I've said it even close to correctly, and look at the conditions here. Isn't that just something to die for? I'm waiting for the other guys to turn up, so I'm going to try and find a parking ticket, or at least get a ticket. Speak to you in a minute. I wouldn't want anyone to think it's windy here, but just take a look at how the little kiosk is held down that we bought the parking ticket from. Yeah, that's a bit extreme. Okay, here we are on the beach. It's a little bit windy. I don't know if the video quality and the audio quality is going to be up to scratch. I hope so. We've got mountainous seas rolling in here, and I'm just about to get wet. No, I didn't get wet. That was lucky. I'll take that picture nevertheless. The waves are pounding into these rocks here. I'll spin you around. I've got to hold both tripods because the wind here is ferocious and it's quite likely to blow something away. So what I'll do is just pin that tripod. Look at that for a scene. Look at that for a seascape. What do you reckon, Trim? He's over there walking away on icy rocks, which isn't an easy thing to do. But look at this surf coming in. Oh dear me. No wonder people come here. Don't let go of the tripod, even as strong as it is, because it's not going to take much to knock something over and break something very expensive. So I'll carry on and let's hope the picture came out. I'm taking quite a few of these shots. I'm not sure which one I'll use. It depends which one the water breaking over the rocks looks best at, but you get the scene, you get the idea of what I'm trying to achieve. Sort of, I want probably about a 1/2 to 1 second exposure to draw out the lines in the water and also to show the effects, the movement in the water. Anyway, let's see how that works. And before I freeze to death, I'll just sign off for a minute. I've just got to share this with you guys. This is something else. I hope the sound quality isn't too dreadful because I'm hand holding the camera. I've taken mine off the tripod because I've got a series of shots from here. I'll probably actually not focus blend them, but wave blend them to get the wave breaking over that large rock in front of us and also the stretching out of the waves as they come over the rocks in the foreground. And that's probably going to be a 2 or 3 shot blend, but we'll see. I haven't decided how I'll handle it yet, but the conditions here, blimey, look at this. It doesn't really get much better than this, I'm afraid. Look at that lighting on those mountains in the distance. Oh dear, 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 I could spend all day here if my arms weren't falling off from the cold. Right, I'm going to set up now for another shot. I've put the 16 to 35 on because I want to get a bit more of the scenery into the shot. The sky is performing beautifully out of the shot behind you over there, that way. It looks like a nice sunrise, sunset. I know it's a sunrise, but it actually looks more like a sunset. But anyway, it's really very attractive, so I'll get the camera set up and then we'll take a shot from here. Well, for fear of the tripod falling over, it's the little one with this camera on that I'm talking to you on that's more likely to. It's not really very windy at the moment, which is lucky, so hopefully the sound quality is reasonably good. This big Cirui tripod is so flipping heavy, I think it would take a tsunami to knock it over, but I'm not going to trust to luck just to see, so I'm still holding on to it when I'm not looking at the camera here. Anyway, I've got a nice shot lined up. I'll actually just take you off there, move you around. Sorry, I'm picking up 500 odd people plus, maybe thousands. That feels quite heavy to me. But I'm on the camera, it's starting to sleep. On the camera, not like microphone, you see a nice vertical view of the waves breaking the rocks now. Well, hello again. We've driven through the tunnel to the other side of the mountain that you last saw me on. Well, you didn't see me on the mountain, I was on the beach next to the mountain. But we've driven about a mile through the tunnel, and this is HaukLand beach. I think I've said that correctly. It's currently snowing quite heavily and there's quite a strong wind. I'm sitting in the car waiting for it to clear. There's some nice images to be had here, and when I got here the sun was just about still shining, or just visible, and it was lighting the place up nicely, but the snow showers moved in. I don't think it'll last more than about 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm going to sit it out, and then once that's gone by we'll get out and have a look at the beach itself and see what's to be seen. Well, here we are, HaukLand beach. HaukLand Standarde, as I pronounce it over my shoulder here. The weather conditions are not looking too bad now. The snow shower's blown through, so we're going to have a wander around, go and pick the camera out of the car, the tripod, and go and mooch down on the beach and see what I can get from here. Okay, before the next shower comes in, I'm going to take a shot, and hopefully the people that are standing there gormlessly will move out the way before we get too far into this. And what I'm doing is I'm setting the shot up as a vertical composition. The snow's making one of the mountains in the distance actually quite prominent compared to the ones behind it, so I'm hoping to do a little bit of a minimalist shot here. And I'm not sure if it actually needs to be, I think, horizontal. Horizontal is better. We'll do that. I'm picking up the mountain in the distance. It's quite simple. It's simple composition. I'm using the little stream here in front of me as a leading line. The light is quite subdued because the clouds come right across some of the distant mountains, but the mountain in the foreground is actually being highlighted as a result of that. I must remember to get damn camera level before I take pictures, it would help. Right, 1/10 of a second f10, that sounds about right. We're at about 24 millimeters. We'll take that image and see how it comes out. Yes, I think we've lost the light for the rest of the afternoon. There's a massive bank of cloud coming in and virtually nothing's visible. So I'm going to head back to the room and start processing the video and the images I've taken today. Sorry about that. That happens in cold places. I'll just spin you around so you can see just how bleak it's starting to look. That's going to take some time to clear, I suspect, so the safest thing to do is to disappear back to the room and get into the warm and clean the equipment. A bit pissed off, the camera, the tripod's picked up a lot of sand, so I'm going to have to completely disassemble that because I hate the sound of gritty grindiness. It's not going to do it any good, so I'll have to wash it off back in the room. So that's my plan for the rest of the afternoon. Interestingly, there's a crow up on the rock. I've been here twice before, different years, and there's always a crow on the same rock, and he's always making crowing noises down at people in his car park, I suspect, or his land. Anyway, I'll see you later.